boy, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bridging Geekdoms. I'm your host, Robert Slavinsky, and another big day for the Snyder Cut of Justice League. As we move closer, we're going to be getting more and more and more and more. And that is kind of what happened here today. We actually got a couple pictures of Nightmare Joker. I am pretty excited about that. I'm actually pulling up the Vanity Fair article here because I want to talk about it. I want to discuss the intricacies and little aspects of what it was all, what the article was giving us. And let's see here. Now, before I get into all of that, let's first take a look at what we were given. So, as you'll notice, the hallway here, the hallway type of thing, is the same hallway of the picture of Batman that Zach shared a couple weeks ago, where he was looking down the hall. Now, is this Joker that is actually sitting in front of Batman there? There was a lot of speculation that that was the case. This could mean that that's what this is, whereas it could mean that it was just a cool hallway to take pictures from. I'm actually being told that it is in the Batcave, so that's very interesting. And there's some discussion on whether what he is sitting on is actually a mother box or not. So that's really interesting. And then the other picture we got is this one, more close-up look of Joker. Now, keep in mind, there are a few things in this that are new when it comes to Joker. First off, the Jared Leto Joker was known and criticized for having those tattoos damaged across his face, the J almost in like a tear shape on his cheek. Those tattoos were just not well received or accepted by fans, and it looks like they got rid of them, which is pretty awesome if you ask me, because I like this look better. Obviously, you see the paint, I guess, would be around his lips there, the darkness around the eyes, the long hair. No more is this the gangster-looking version of Joker. This is Joker for the Nightmare scene for Zack Snyder's Justice League. A very, very different take than what we got in Suicide Squad. And I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that because I think this is the better version. This is an awesome version of Joker. But what was the article? There's a lot of things that people are sitting here talking about from the article that they're worried about, they're concerned, they're curious on what this all means for the grand scheme of things when it comes to the Snyderverse. What's going on, Truth? The image looks like it belongs in a horror film. Loving the vibe. 100% agree with you. I love the horror aspect of it, but are you surprised? I mean, this is going to be a completely different version of Joker than we've ever seen before. It's going to expand on this whole idea of this nightmare sequence and what's going on within the Nightmare timeline. So the horror aspect, I kind of expected when we heard that Leto Joker would be there. Definitely looking forward to it, nonetheless. Okay. So I want to talk about a couple of the things that people were concerned about from this article, because Zack Snyder did make some remarks on Joker and on kind of the Nightmare timeline of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, where are we at here? All right. The cool thing about the scene is that it's Joker talking directly to Batman about Batman, Snyder said. It's Joker analyzing Batman about who he is and what he is. That's the thing I also felt like fans deserve from the DC universe. That is to say, the Jared Leto Joker and the Ben Affleck Batman, they never really got together. It seemed uncool to me that we would make it all the way through this incarnation of Batman and Joker without seeing them come together. So, people are taking that as basically saying, oh, this is going to be the end of the line, where, the entire incarnation of these two characters is going to take place, through the Justice League, and that's it. So what does that mean? Like, does that mean he wanted to do this only because we would never get that chance again? Now, we do know Zack intended to bring Joker into the Snyderverse, into his films, after Justice League. So it's interesting that he would say something like that. Let me see if I can find the other quote here. Sorry. Boy. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think of these pictures? I think they're phenomenal. I think it's exciting. Okay. So here's the next thing. He goes, I'd always wanted to explore the death of Robin, Snyder said, and if there was ever going to be a next movie, which, of course, there probably won't be, I wanted to do a thing where in flashbacks we learn how Robin died, how Joker killed him and burned down Wayne Manor, and that whole thing that happened between he and Bruce. Confirmation. That is huge confirmation here. We've always suspected, we've heard from our friends at the Culture Nerd and Lightcast podcast, that the plan was always to have, or for the Joker to be the one who killed Robin, which we knew that from Batman vs. Superman, but also burned down Wayne Manor. That was something that we didn't know. That was not spelled out for us prior. So it's really interesting. But where people are freaking out is that he said, you know, if there was a next movie, there probably won't be. It's all about the wording. Okay, he's probably under some NDAs. He's probably not able to speak about what is coming. And obviously, Warner Brothers or Warner Media or HBO Max, whoever it is that is actually moving forward with the Snyderverse and making these plans, whoever it is not ready to announce what's coming. Now, is that because they have yet to see the reception of the Snyder Cut? Or could it be that it's simply timing? They're just not ready. They don't have all the plans in place. But he says probably won't be. Probably not going to happen is what people are taking that as. Look at it this way. This is Zack Snyder saying there probably won't be, as he's winking to the fans. He's letting us know that, hey, look, I can't say there's going to be. So there probably won't be. I'm terrible at winking, so you can laugh at me, whatever you want. But that is what's going on. And that is what is so exciting about all this, because this isn't just about Joker. This article is kind of alluding to that there is going to be a larger universe. And I know there's going to be a lot of those naysayers out there that are going to try and spin this and try and make it look like, look, you guys got the Snyder Cut. It's done. It's over with. Go home, count your blessings, be excited about that, and shut the hell up. That's what people are going to be saying. Don't let that deter you. Don't think that's all that there is and that's all that's coming. There's so much more coming, and we need to stay excited. We need to stay hopeful. We need to stay vigilant. We need to stay united. Look, I would be lying if I said, you know, the future of the Snyderverse was not dependent on the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Very much so it is. We need to make sure we watch that show, or not show anymore, I'm sorry, movie. We need to make sure we watch that movie. We need to make sure that we show HBO Max, we show Jason Kilar, we show Warner Media, that they made the right decision in listening to us, the fans, to make it happen. Let me know in the comments what you think. I want to know what you guys think if we are going to be getting Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, Part 3, Batfleck, David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Now, interesting thought. As I said earlier, and I'm going to pull these up again because they're so awesome. I love them so much. I just... This Joker is already being so much better received and well received by everybody that it's hard to imagine that they don't go in to David Ayer's Suicide Squad prior to release and possibly touch it up a little bit. Maybe touch up the things that people aren't liking, such as the damage tattoo on his forehead, maybe the other tattoos. I can't imagine that would be too difficult or too time consuming to do that, but who knows? I mean, I think with how excited people are getting for this look of the Joker, I think it would be really smart of them to go and say, look, we're going to be releasing David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Let's talk to David Ayer and find out if he's okay with this, if this is something he wants, because it then allows the continuity between the two to match up better. And I would be all for it. Now, again, I'm not sitting there going to David Ayer and saying, hey, look, buddy, we got to change this, deal with it. I'm saying you go to David Ayer and say, hey, look, we know how people received your Joker. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea, or do you want to stick with it? And I think he would probably go with the altering the Joker look if they could, eliminate some of those tattoos in post-production and releasing David Ayer Suicide Squad. Because yes, we are getting a David Ayer Suicide Squad. We're getting so much more, guys. Don't let those things that are happening in the Vanity Fair article scare you. Let's see. The tattoos are covered by makeup. Am I just imagining the faded J on his cheek? That is another thing, because Zach did say in the article he doesn't know. Are they covered up with makeup or what's going on? It's possible. And if that's the case, because we don't have the whole story here, it could be that it's just faded out, or perhaps he had them surgically removed with laser surgery so they wouldn't change it or have to change it in Suicide Squad. I mean, there's possibilities of explaining away the continuity differences or the perceived continuity differences between the two. But I have to say that, this is such a better look. Not that I hated the look of Joker in Suicide Squad, because I didn't hate it. I thought it was an interesting take. I also think it was one of the more comic book accurate, minus, if you take the tattoos away. But I personally wasn't a fan of the tattoos. And if there was a chance for them to go back and just, have them fade away with a little magic on the computer, I'd be all for it. But you don't have to. You don't have to, because I want to see Ayer's true vision. I want to see what he was trying to put out prior to Justice League, so we can see that build up and that lead into Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, are you imagining the faded J on his cheek? I looked at that. Somebody on Twitter posted a close-up picture, and you might be onto something there. There could be something there that's showing that it's actually fading away or was surgically removed. So, definitely something to look at there, and I encourage everybody to look at it. I mean, the most fun thing about being a film fan, especially with franchises like this, is the speculation, is the theorizing. I love it so much. That's why I'm a big Star Wars fan, because it's some of the most fun things to do is to sit there and theorize and speculate on what's to come. And I think that by the time everything comes out, and say closer to the middle of this year, there's going to be a lot of speculation and theorizing that's going to take place in regards to the Snyderverse and what Zack Snyder is creating and has created thus far with his DC characters. It's exciting. It really, really is exciting. I hope you all are excited. I hope you all get a chance to jump on my YouTube and smash that like button as well, because, I'm seeing some growth. I'd like to see some more growth. I'm trying to do more videos like this. I decided to just sit in my car here while it warmed up after work instead of driving, hoping that the signal would last a little better and not get all fuzzy and crappy and jumpy and laggy and what have you. But hopefully it worked out a lot better. But I'm going to show them again. For those of you who joined late, we got this picture. Close-up of Jared Leto's face as Joker. Amazing picture. And then we got a more full body in a hospital gown, and there's a face mask around his neck, hospital mask around his neck, the long hair. He just looks menacing. He looks as who was it here? The truth says like it belongs in a horror film. He's loving the vibe, and so am I. So am I. It looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Are you excited about this? Are you excited about what they're bringing to Zack Snyder's Justice League? Joker's going to be there. We do Deathstroke. Look, yesterday we got that little clip from Steppenwolf just decimating the Amazonians. I talked about that on my show yesterday. Today we get this. Sunday we had the little clip telling us when the trailer was going to be, which is next Sunday, the 14th at 9:14 a.m. Pacific time. What are we going to get tomorrow? What are we going to get Thursday? What are we going to get Friday? Keep your eyes open. Make sure you head over to Vero. Sign up for a Vero and follow Zach there. We're going to get a lot of stuff on his account, I believe, and from him there. Follow him on Twitter and everything like that. Make sure you're using those hashtags, Snyder Cut or Zack Snyder's Justice League, or use both of them. Get out there. Get this stuff trending. The more it trends, the more people hear about it, the more it succeeds, the bigger it gets, the quicker things get announced. So keep that all in mind, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell for me too, so you see whenever I'm doing any live streams or new video pops up. Make sure you be on the lookout later this week. I am planning, hopefully I get to it, I am planning on getting my Marvel rewatch. I'm rewatching all the Marvel films, and I'm reviewing them as I go along. My next one is going to be Thor Ragnarok, so check that out. That review will be up later this week. If you want to check out my Doctor Strange review, that is somewhere down in one of my videos down below on my YouTube page. But with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Those of you who commented, thank you so much. Take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to you later.